Hello children, welcome back to the science class. In the last session, we have completed Unit 2, Force and Motion. I hope you have understood the lesson. In today's science class, we are going to see Unit 3, the lesson Matter Around Us. Shall we move on to the lesson? Before I start, let me ask some questions. What are the things around you? Any things occupy space or any things have mass? See the pictures. There are three states of matter here: solids, liquids and gaseous. What are the solid things here? Pencil, table, bicycle, apple, etc. What are the liquids things are here? Soups, coffee, juice, etc. Next, gaseous things are air, next one, wind, etc. Here, some things occupy space, some things does not occupy space, and some things having mass, but some things not having mass. An object occupies space and have mass is called matter. Next, heat, light and sound occupy space but does not have mass. This is not matter. An object occupies space and have mass is called matter. That is, pencil, table, bicycle, these are matter. But heat, light and sound, does not have mass, so these are not matter. Do you know what is matter is composed of? We studied earlier that matter is composed of tiny little particles. These tiny particles called atoms. Already you know that the tiny particles are called atoms. Every matter is made up of atom. Atom. An atom is the basic unit of a matter. We can break the chalk into smaller and smaller pieces. We can break it even smaller. The smaller particle is called atom. Even with the best of optical microscope, we can't see atoms. There are advanced instruments that help us to image the atoms. And there are three subatomic particles here. These are electrons, protons and neutrons. These are the three subatomic particles of an atom. See here, structure of an atom given here. Here, electrons, protons and neutrons. And neutrons and protons are called nucleus. Protons and neutrons are present in nucleus. Electron revolving the nucleus. Here in center part is nucleus. In this nucleus, neutrons and protons are present and electrons around the nucleus. Here electron is negative charge and proton has positive charge and neutron has neutral. Next we will see molecules. When an atom combines with another atom and forms a compound, it is called as molecule. A molecule is made up of two or more atoms chemically combined. Here important, a molecule is made up of two or more atoms chemically combined. For example, oxygen atom given here. Next example, ozone. Ozone is a substance that is made up of three oxygen atoms chemically combined. Here, the molecular formula of ozone is O3. Three balls given here. One ball, each ball mention one oxygen atom. So, three balls are given here, each one having one atom. So, here three atoms are here. So, ozone having three atoms. So, ozone is molecule, not an atom. Another example is formation of molecule. An atom of oxygen and two atoms of hydrogen H2 combine to form a molecule of water. That is, molecular formula of water is already you know that H2O. Here one oxygen and two hydrogen atoms. So water is a molecule. See the equation, 2H2 plus O2 gives 2H2O. Hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, hydrogen molecule, and 1 oxygen O2 gives water H2O. This is formation of water molecule. Next, classification of molecules. There are 4 classification of molecules. First one, monoatomic molecule. Second one, diatomic molecule. Third one, triatomic molecule. And fourth one, polyatomic molecule. Here, what is monoatomic molecule? The monoatomic molecule means a molecule which contains only one atom is called monoatomic molecule. Second one, diatomic molecule. A molecule which contains two atoms is called diatomic molecule. Third one, triatomic molecule. A molecule containing three atoms is called a triatomic molecule. And last one, polyatomic means a molecule containing more than three atoms are known as polyatomic molecules. Let's see one by one. Example of monoatomic molecule is inert gases. Inert gases are helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon. These are inert gases and example of monoatomic molecule. Monoatomic molecules, that is inert gases, are having only one atoms. Next one, diatomic molecule. For example, these are the diatomic molecules: hydrogen, nitrogen, fluorine, oxygen, chlorine, boron. These are diatomic molecules. Have no fear of ice cold day. This is the first one, hydrogen. Second one, nitrogen. F denoted as fluorine. Next, O denoted oxygen, and I denoted as iodine. C denoted as chlorine, and last one, B denoted as bromine. These are the diatomic. Examples are diatomic molecules. Diatomic molecules mean these are having two atoms. Third one, triatomic molecule. For examples, carbon dioxide and ozone. Here carbon dioxide CO2 and ozone O3. A molecule containing three atoms is called triatomic molecules. Here ozone having three atoms and carbon dioxide also having C2O, CO2. CO2 is a carbon dioxide. C, one carbon and oxygen 2. So carbon dioxide having three atoms. So this is example for triatomic molecule. And last one is polyatomic molecule. Polyatomic molecule example here CH4. This is the methane, structure of methane. Methane having 5 atoms. That is CH4 is the methane molecule. C is one atom and H4, CH4, H4 hydrogen. So CH4 is 5 atoms are here. So polyatomic means a molecule containing more than 3 atoms are known as polyatomic molecule. Next, molecules of elements. A molecule of element consists of a fixed number of one types of atom chemically combined. Here some elements given here. Molecules of compounds consist of a fixed number of different types of atoms chemically combined. Here molecule diagram, chlorine gas. Next one, model of molecule. Chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen compounds are given here. Molecular diagram is Cl2, that is chlorine. O2 oxygen, N2 nitrogen. Here molecule model, ball and stick model. Cl2, two balls are given here. One is Cl, one atom, and another one is chlorine, another atom. Chlorine molecule is Cl2 and oxygen molecule is O2. One ball is an atom, another ball is another atom. So oxygen having two atom O2 and nitrogen also having two atoms. These are the chlorine molecule, oxygen molecule and nitrogen molecule. Next, model of molecular water. Here already we know that the molecular formula of water is H2O, hydrogen 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. This is a red color ball is denoted as oxygen and blue color is 2 hydrogen. H2O is combined molecules. Next, three molecules are given in the table. First one carbon dioxide, second one ammonia, and third one hydrogen chloride. The molecular diagram is COO and ammonia is NH3. Carbon dioxide, already we know that CO2, and ammonia molecular formula is NH3, 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen, and hydrogen chloride is Cl, 1 hydrogen, 1 Cl. Next, molecule model. Carbon dioxide molecule model here and ammonia molecule model here, and third one hydrogen molecule, hydrogen chloride molecule model here. Configuration of matter. These are the configuration of matter. First one atom, second one molecule, and the element, compound, chemical formula, and last one chemical symbol. First one, atom is smallest particle of an element. The atom is smallest particle of an element. Every matter made up of atom. Second one, molecule. Molecules are made up of an atom. Third one, element. Chemically simplest substance cannot be broken down. Next one, compound. Two or more elements are chemically bonded together. For example, hydrogen, an element. Water is a compound. These are the example of compound. Element example hydrogen and compound example water. Next, chemical formula, and last one chemical symbol. These are the configuration of matter. Next, classification of matter. Matter is classified into two categories, namely pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances are further divided into categories as elements and compounds. In this class, we are seeing elements and compounds in pure substances. Elements. Matter in its simplest form is called an element. The definition of element is a substance made up of only one kind of atom. In other words, all of its atoms are identical. It is pure substance. We are using many elements in our daily life. The common salt is consisting of elements of sodium and chlorine, and water consists of hydrogen and oxygen. Next, magnesium and phosphorus used for making crackers. Sulfur is used as manure in agriculture, and many elements used for making mobile phones, and silicon is used for making computer chips. In our day-to-day life, we are using some of elements. There are 118 known elements till date. 94 of these elements occur naturally, while 24 elements have been created artificially in the laboratory. Total element is 118. In 118 elements, 94 is naturally occur and 24 elements only created artificially in the laboratory. Next, classification of elements. Elements also classified three types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. First one, metals. We have tools, utensils and jewelry made from silver, copper, iron, gold, aluminium, etc. Using pressure like hammering or rolling, we can deform these materials into various shapes. Metals are generally hard and shiny elements. Sodium is one of the exceptions as it is soft. All elements except mercury are solids at room temperature. Mercury is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature. Next, non-metals. Non-metals are generally dull and soft. However, diamond is shiny and also the hardest natural substance on earth. Non-metals can be gaseous, solids and liquids. Non-metals such as oxygen, hydrogen and chlorine are gases at room temperature. Metals are shiny and hard, but non-metals are dull and soft. Third one, metalloids. Metalloids exhibit the properties of both metals and non-metals. Silicon and antimony and boron are some examples of metalloids. Metalloids having both metals and non-metals properties. Next, the difference between metals and non-metals. Here, these are the examples of metals and these are the examples of non-metals. Iron, silver, gold are metals. Carbon, phosphorus and sulfur are non-metals. Can you identify or can you tell any difference of metals and non-metals? Yes. Metals have a shiny surface and hard, but non-metals are dull and non-shiny surface. Second point, metals are generally hard, non-metals are generally soft. Third, metals are bendable and non-metals are non-bendable. Next one, metals can drawn into wires, but non-metals non-ductile. The most metals are good conductors of electricity. For example, copper is a good conductor of electricity and also iron is a conductor of electricity. But non-metals are bad conductor of electricity. Next one, most metals are good conductors of heat. Non-metals are bad conductors of heat. Last one, the metals are making ringing sound when struck. But non-metals does not make any sound when they struck. Thank you, children.